Welcome to MathSwift. This video is part 4 of the series on date time work. We will be discussing a few questions, but as always, it would be less about the questions and more about learning how to develop the instinct that would guide you what question to solve how. So let's begin. The first question says that if A does 70% of a certain job and B does remaining 30% of the same job, it takes 20 days to do the job. However, if A does 30% of the job and B does the remaining 70%, the job is completed in 16 days. One thing to note here, that both A and B are not working for the entire length of time. For instance, in the first case where A does 70% of the job, he takes certain number of days, which is not known here, to do so and is done with. Then B jumps in, does the remaining 30% of the work, and it is found that it took 20 days to get the job done. Back to the question. A 70%, B 30%, time taken 20 days. A 30%, B 70%, time taken 16 days. So in both the cases, both A and B do at least 30% of the job each. The only difference maker is the 40% of the job that when done by B takes 4 days less than when done by A, meaning B is more efficient. So we can infer here that to complete 40% of the job, B in comparison to A takes 4 days less. So to do 100% of the job, B would take 10 days less. Now let's just add what's given in the two cases, and we see that if A and B each were to do 100% of the job, it would take them 36 days, where A took certain number of days to do 100% of the job and B took 36 minus the number of days that A took to do the same job. But we also know that to do 100% of the job, B takes 10 days less. So we can now either assume the number of days taken by B to be X and hence that taken by A to be X plus 10. We know the sum of the two equals 36. So we get X equal to 13 and X plus 10 equal to 13 plus 10, that is 23. Or since both take 36 days, we could just assume that both took equal number of days, that is 18 each. But since we know that B takes 10 days less, or there is a difference of 10 days in the time periods, we can just increase the difference by adding 5 to one and subtracting 5 from the other, and we get the number of days that A and B take to do the job individually. Now you could also solve this question where you would form equations and solve those to get to the answer. I, however, would not advise solving such questions this way. You would know why. Nonetheless, let's start by assuming the volume of job to be 100 units and the efficiencies of A and B to be A and B respectively. When A does 70% of the job, 70% of 100 units, that is 70 units, he takes 70 divided by his efficiency, that is A, to do that portion of the job, and B, who does 30% of the job, takes 30 divided by his efficiency, that is B, to do his portion of the job. Since the two take 20 days in total to do the job, this becomes our first equation. Similarly, when A does 30% and B 70%, and this becomes our second equation. Adding the two equations, we get subtracting the two equations, we get the two equations can be simplified like so. Here we can multiply the numerator and denominator by 10 to get 100 as a common denominator. Again, adding and subtracting the two equations. Now we have been asked the time taken by each to do the job alone. That is 100 divided by A and 100 divided by B, which we get upon cross multiplication. Moving on to the next question. It says machine A working alone takes 2 more hours than machine B working alone to print 20 books. Now we can do this problem in a couple of ways. I'll discuss two of them here. First one is the one I prefer. Rest I would advise you try solving this problem by as many ways as you can and then see for yourself which one seems the most suitable and time saving at the same time. Now we can assume the time taken by machines A and B to be T1 and T2 respectively. These are the time taken by machines A and B when they work alone to print 20 books. Now we should know one thing here, that if the time taken by two machines or two persons A and B in general working alone to do a work is T1 and T2 respectively, working together they can do the same work in T1 times T2 divided by T1 plus T2. Now where did this expression come from? Here we can assume the total work to be T1 times T2. So their efficiencies come out to be T2 and T1 respectively. If they work together at their respective constant efficiencies, time taken would be total work, that is T1 times T2, upon combined efficiency, that is T2 plus T1. Coming back to the question. The question further says that they take 3 hours when working together to print 25 books. So to print 20 books, which is 80% of 25 books, they would take 80% of 3 hours, that is 2.4 hours. So we can say that T1 times T2 divided by T1 plus T2, which is the time taken by both the machines when working together to print 20 books, would be equal to 2.4 or 24 divided by 10 if we express it in the fraction form. Now we have been given that T1 is greater than T2 by 2 hours. So we can either check by plugging in the options to find the correct value of T1, or by hit and trial. I guess it won't be too difficult here to get to the values of T1 and T2 as 6 and 4 respectively. Other way by which we could do this problem, the first step would remain the same. Then we use the information given in the first statement to find the efficiencies of A and B as 20 divided by T1 and 20 divided by T2 respectively. The second statement says that the machines when working together can print 25 books in 3 hours. So their combined efficiency, that is 20 divided by T1 plus 20 divided by T2 times 3, would give the work done by them in 3 hours, that is printing 25 books. This equation can be solved by checking the options, but if you happen to solve it the way where you assume the time taken by machines when working alone to be T plus 2 and T, you would still need to use the options to get to the correct answer. Making and solving a quadratic equation would only waste time, raise blood pressure, sugar and maybe cholesterol also. So it is best to avoid such equations that are cumbersome to solve. Alright, if you guys would like to see more such content, definitely hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. That would mean a lot to me. Your queries and suggestions would always be appreciated. Until my next video, stay safe and take care.